Hi guys, welcome back to Granya's Design Ideas. So today I'm going to do a dining room makeover. I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm going to paint my dining room. I'm also going to add some shiplap across the top piece here, and I have the shutters that I took down from the front of my house. I'm going to start off by cutting in the ceiling, the baseboards and around the windows. Finish before I continue on the back, because I want to move everything over. So I have this particle board. It's the same board I used when I made my sign, What a Wonderful Life, and you see it has a nice finish on it. Painted the particle board, 4 of them white and 4 of them blue, because I have a drywall valance over my window. These houses were built in the 80s and I wanted to just make it a feature piece. I cut one of the pieces in half so that I could create a brick effect. Now, so I'm just going to use my nail gun. I'm going to hang my other shutter. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to take a nail. No, I'm not going to take a nail because that's too wide. Okay, so I'm going to take a screw and I'm going to mark where the holes are. Okay, so now I've made the 4 marks where I want the plugs to go. So there's the 2 shutters. I'm just going to cover up the screws with some blue paint. And lastly, I'm going to make a mock Roman blind valance for over the window. Hi guys, so I'm getting ready to hang these hooks. I bought them in Dollarama for $1.50. I really like the way they look. You actually hang them this way, because I bought some macrame hangers from Amazon. I think it was like 2 for $15. Faux Roman blind. What I did was I bought a curtain from HomeSense, and it's quite flimsy, so I'm actually going to double it over. But it's actually hopefully going to be easy to work with because it has these lovely straight lines. So what I'm going to do is I bought some lining. I folded this in half, and it's 47 inches exactly, and that's exactly what I need. So this is actually working out very easy for me. This won't always be the case, of course. So what I'm going to do is, as I have folded it over, I'm now going to lay it on top of my lining and make sure that it's perfectly matched. So I'm putting the front down on top of the lining, and then I'm going to stitch both sides, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to put my rings in. So I've hemmed all the way around, and I have put the Velcro strip up on the top. You're going to make your measurements. So your rings will be spaced 6 inches apart. So you're going to do your first measurement 6 inches from the bottom, and you're going to be 3/4 of an inch in. So what I did here was I measured the width of my blind, and I tried to space the pins equal distance from each other. We're just slightly short on this side, so I have made them 9 inches apart. I'm just zooming in now to show you how to put the rings on. Okay, so these pins are marking the 9-inch distances, so now I want to go 6 inches from the bottom. So I find that center point. I'm going to take it down 6 inches. You have to make sure that your needle goes right through all the pieces of fabric. I should really have a pad underneath here so I don't damage my table. And then I take my ring. So I made a stitch. I hook it through my ring. Then I go through again, come through the hoop, and then I go through one more time, go through again, and this time you're going to loop it through to make a knot, and then I usually just take a small little stitch onto the lining, bring it through, again hoop it through your thread, and make a knot, and there you have it. Okay guys, I almost forgot to show you the last part. So you can see I have all my rings sewed here. They're all 6 inches apart. And now I'm taking this, it's actually called a split ring. So if you see, kind of like a key ring, it splits. So I'll do this one here. So you hook it around your ring. And you can take it, depending on how short you want it, will depend on how many rings you put in. I want to let as much light into this room as possible, so I'm just going to have a very small valance. So you can see I think it was 5 rings I put on these. Okay, so now you're just hooking up all the rings. And you're going to do that with all of them, and then I'll show you how it will look. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to take the top piece. Soaked all my folds. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it there. Okay. And on my window, I'll just show you. I put a piece of wood underneath, and I stuck the corresponding piece of Velcro along the piece of wood, and I actually used my staple gun just to staple it in to make sure that it would stay in place. So that's been screwed in, the moment of truth. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Fix my pleats. I just cut off all those little strings. So let's see. Okay guys, so here's the finished dining room. I'm pleased with it. It's so much brighter than it was. It used to be so dark in here. That piece on the right there is actually a tray that I purchased from HomeSense, and I just put some hooks on the back to hang it. There are the 2 plate mirrors that I did on my channel earlier, and there was a shade around this this chandelier, so I just took the shade off. I think it makes it look a little bit more modern. Okay guys, thanks so much for joining me for the makeover. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and of course, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Have a great day everyone.